Welcome to This Week in Grace for June the 12th. And just thanks to everyone who turned out for the Evergreen Church Plant Info Night this past Sunday. There were a number of people there without a church home, and so we'll be praying that God might just lead and add to the numbers of that core team, those whom He'd be calling and those who would be a fit to that number, and then He might just protect us from the wrong people as well. A couple things we want to keep you informed about. One is the women's ministry, the leadership pipeline, that equipping training that we want to have. We had 14 applicants that got their applications in, so we have to decide exactly how we're going to handle that, how we're going to either handle that number as is or how we'll pare it down. Either way, it's a good problem to have because we've got some really amazing women at Grace that the Spirit of God has gifted and has prepared really for this season. So I'm really looking forward to just learning from them and hopefully providing some equipping and then releasing the entire group so that the church overall will be benefit greatly, and also that there will be benefit beyond our local church as well. So we'll start some discussion on the hub just to see exactly how to move forward in the next step, and then also we'll do some face-to-face contact, but information will be on the hub about that coming up. We've also excited to have baptisms on June the 30th, and so far for sure we've got Isya, who is a newly professing believer, and so we're looking forward to hearing testimonies that'll happen during the morning service at the end, and that'll be done at the theater. And then once things are packed up and cleaned up, we'll move and head to Gabriel Dumont Park, where we'll have the actual baptism in the river. And then at that point, we'll be able to have some hot dogs. And if you could bring any sides or drinks or anything you want to have along with those hot dogs, we'll provide the hot dogs and buns. And if others can provide anything to add to that, that'd be great. And if you've got portable barbecues, if you could bring those in case we don't get a fire pit, that might really help as well. And so, Lord willing, the weather will be good for that exciting celebration and time. Then on June the 18th as well, you may have noticed on the hub, there's going to be a meeting at the upper room regarding an opportunity for short-term Bible training in Israel. And so come for 7 p.m. if you're interested, RSVP on the city, and to follow some links to get more information about that. That would be coming up in just over a year's time. And also just I've been praying for your gospel communities and just praying that you're discipling and loving one another well as a family, as well as reaching out to the new people who've come to the theater, because truly that's the heart of who we are. And so make sure you're just intentional about loving those in your community and about discipling and caring for one another, as well as praying for one another as the week goes on. Then our series in 2 Timothy, it's coming to an end, so I hope we finish well, and not meaning the sermon series, but in our lives. And then we're going to start a series in Ecclesiastes, which could be a real depressing series unless we see how it all connects to the gospel of Jesus. So that is the goal. Remember that there is no security in a love that's earned, so rest in the finished work of Jesus. Take His yoke upon you, and that'll lift the burden off your shoulders. So I love you. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. Fight to believe the gospel, that you're loved by the only one who can truly love you well. Have a good week, you guys.